Hi, pussies. Welcome back to Therapuss. I am in Nashville. We have 2 days off here before I go to Birmingham, Alabama. I am so excited. So I guess, by the time this airs, I guess I will be in Alabama. But yeah, in other news, I'm on tour. We are almost done with this first leg of tour. I am exhausted, but having the most fun ever. We just did 2 shows in Ohio. They were amazing. I'm now performing Sugarfish live, which has been so fun. But right now I'm in Nashville, and we have Madelyn Cline on the podcast this week. I love Madelyn Cline so much. From the first time I ever met her, she was so lovely and kind and just like such a breath of like fresh air. She's like actually one of the most warm people I think I've ever met. I've always just also been such a huge fan. So to have her on was just so amazing. We've been planning it forever. I'm so excited for you guys to get to know her more. I know you see her in Outer Banks and Knives Out 2 and everything she does, but I'm really excited for you guys to watch this and hopefully like get to see what it's like to hang out with her, because she is the most fun. If you still don't have tickets to Live with Jake Shane, go to passthatpuss.com, click Live with Jake Shane, and see if I'm coming to a city near you. To submit a Tell Me What's Wrong, go to passthatpuss.com and click Tell Me What's Wrong and leave a name and number if you're feeling fancy. And yeah, I love you, pussies. Enjoy the episode. You guys, I just got tickets off SeatGeek.com for Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour this summer, and I'm so fucking excited. I'm picking out my outfits. I cannot fucking wait. If you know me, you know how much I loved that fucking album and how much I love Beyonce. And if you know me, you know how much I love SeatGeek. So thank you so much, SeatGeek, for sponsoring today's episode. Summer is just around the corner, and with summer means more live events. I just feel like going to live shows in the summer is like the best feeling in the entire world, whether that be an artist or a comedian or whatever. It is the best, okay? And SeatGeek is the best place to get tickets for it. Whether you want to go see Role Model on his tour, Sabrina Carpenter on her tour, Gracie Abrams on her tour, or Beyonce, like me, on her tour, go to SeatGeek.com and use Therapuss10 for 10% off your order. Right now, I'm in Nashville, so I downloaded the SeatGeek app to see what events were happening near me, whether that be sports, concerts, comedy, whatever. The SeatGeek app makes it really easy to find live events wherever you are. It also has tickets rated on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being not so good, 10 being good, so you know exactly what type of seat you are getting and what type of show you will see. SeatGeek is literally just the easiest and the best way to see live shows, and I just feel like life is more fun seeing live shows. I just feel like, especially during COVID, it was like the number one thing that I really missed. There's nothing like seeing live music or your favorite comedian live or a sports game live. Like, it's just this sense of community that you really can't get over the internet. There is community over the internet, but just like being in person is really special. So if you want tickets to go see your favorite artist, go to SeatGeek.com and use code Therapuss10 for 10% off. That's SeatGeek.com and code Therapuss10 for 10% off. Thank you so much, SeatGeek, for sponsoring today's episode. I love you. Hi, pussies. Welcome back to Therapuss. Today we have a dear friend, just the best ever, the star of Outer Banks, Knives Out 2, upcoming I Know What You Did Last Summer, recently signed on for the new movie Day Drinking, Madelyn Cline.
Drinker.
Fuck!
But you know what we are doing?
Is day drinking.
We're day drinking.
That's why I got it fucked up. Madeline brought me a nice big bottle of champagne.
Because we've been wanting to do this for forever.
We have been wanting to do this for forever. What happened last time? It was like everything got fucked up. I had to go on tour.
You had to go on tour. I had to go to Australia for I Know What You Did.
Oh, how was that?
It was good.
It was good?
It was, I love the cast. I love the original
I
movies.
love the original too.
They're incredible. It just was such a quick shoot.
Oh, how quick?
Like 6 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is really quick.
It was really quick. So we shot most everything in the 6-week period, and we have like 2 weeks of reshoots here.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the longest time you've ever shot something for?
Outer Banks.
How long?
Like all the way through, probably like, don't quote me on this, but like 7-8 months.
What?
Yeah. It takes a while.
Why?
It takes, because our scripts, I think we, just the general vibe is I think we figure it out as we go. And so we get these like 100-page scripts sometimes for a 45-minute episode.
100 pages.
Just like a mini movie.
Yeah.
Or kind of. And it takes a long time.
Uh-huh.
And then of course, as TV normally does, we trim it down in the edit.
Right.
But it takes a while. And also all the stunt sequences, I mean, there's always something happening.
Right, there is always something happening.
We're always going through it.
You are like always going through it in one of the most beautiful places on earth.
Yes, totally. And I read something somewhere that just made me laugh and brought joy. But someone said, if I'm having a bad day, all I do is think about Sarah Cameron, and then I realize I'm having a better day than her. And I think about that sometimes when I'm on set and I'm really tired and I'm, doing an insane stunt sequence and we're exhausted and jet lagged or whatever the fuck is happening. And I'm like, okay, I might be pretending to be Sarah Cameron, but I'm not.
And you're having a better day than her.
And I am.
A much better day.
I absolutely am.
Speaking of, should we
Are you
pop
going to do
this?
it one-handed?
I think so.
That's impressive.
Oh, I'm scared.
Insert struggling sounds. Wait, you got it. It's happening. There you go.
Okay, this is like
good.
longer than I've ever lasted in bed, honestly.
If it hits that light,
Sorry. Ooh.
Ooh. Longer than you lasted in bed, say.
Yeah. Ooh, did that hit the camera?
Did it? No. Oh, that would be great.
All right, well,
anyways,
cheers to Sarah Cameron.
Cheers.
God damn it.
Cheers to Puss University and Sarah Cameron.
And cheers to us finally doing this.
Thank God.
Where did we first meet, speaking of? The airport, no? We met at baggage claim. I know we met at
I think that was a re-meeting, but I do remember that. We were at the American Airlines package.
Yes, and I was like, is that matter? No, that was a re-meeting.
That was a re-meeting, but where did we meet?
Was it Tommy? No, because we hung out at Tommy after already meeting.
We did, we were both at photo call, shaking, because we were so nervous.
Was shaking.
No, I was shaking.
Eyes.
I was shaking on the inside. Eyes.
That's good. That's good.
Day drinking,
not day drinker, which you're starring in. You haven't shot that yet, no?
No.
Are you excited?
I am.
Penelope Cruz is in it, right?
Yes.
She's awesome.
I love her. Have you seen, who is oh God. On SNL, she's the blonde actress. She's the one where she did the skit with Ryan Gosling with the aliens.
Chloe Feynman?
No. She was like, not the worst Wednesday night of my life. It's the aliens.
Heidi Gardner?
Huh?
Heidi Gardner?
No.
Kate McKinnon?
Kate McKinnon.
Okay,
Yes, Kate McKinnon. So, wait, where was I going with this? Oh, so there was a clip. I don't even know if it was her actual first audition for SNL, but she was like, "Hello, my name is Penelope Cruz. I'm going to show you."
I have seen this.
Yes.
I have seen this.
And so every time I think about her, I think of that.
Hello, my name is
I don't know
Penelope
how she
Cruz.
would feel about it, but I'm really excited to meet her.
And you've never met her before?
No.
When do you start shooting?
Ow. I imminently.
Oh, very soon.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but probably in a month-ish, couple of months.
And do you think it's gonna be a long shoot, or do you just don't know until?
I think it'll be I think for me it'll be like a couple months.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, because I have to get shot out because I go from there straight to the 5th season.
What does shot out mean?
All my stuff done except for probably some pickups that I might have in between, in a Outer Banks hiatus, because we always have to go somewhere abroad.
Yeah. Where are you going this year? Are you allowed to say?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay, cool.
I have
It's
no
only
idea.
in a few months.
Probably somewhere where there's surf.
Yeah, hopefully.
That's always the goal.
Are you?
I do not surf.
No. Okay. Is this the last season of Outer Banks?
Yes, it is.
Are you ready to close the chapter?
I think it's. I know it's not going to hit me until it happens. And I think it's going to take a second for it to hit me for sure. Because for the past 5-6 years now, it's been something that we've always just gone back to.
Right.
Like, it's always been something to fall back on. It's just been like this family that we always go back to. Mm-hmm. And I think it's only going to hit me when I come back to LA afterwards and where we wipe our hands of it.
And you're like...
And also I think reading the last script, I think it'll be emotional.
Have you already read it or not yet?
I have no idea what happens. All I know is I'm pregnant. Like, great.
Well, maybe the pregnancy will lead down to like a reboot in 20-30 years.
Yeah, right.
Just like 90210.
I can come back.
Yes.
I can revisit it.
Have you ever seen 90210?
Yeah, no.
Oh, it's amazing.
I need to watch it.
It's the best.
I was watching The Hills, which I know is not anything.
I fucking love The Hills.
But it was incredible, especially with Heidi Single coming back and everybody loving it. She's so ahead of her time.
Was the single after the work or before the work?
I think it was after.
Do you remember when she got her work done and in the episode somebody literally acted like as if she got a body transplant?
I think that was her family.
Yeah, her family was like hysterically sobbing.
I saw that, and she acted like she committed a crime for the ages.
No, but when I watched that when I was like 9, and I remember being like, what? I didn't understand what was so bad about it, but I just remember her sitting there being like, I got my nose done, I got my ears done, I got this done, I got this done, and then they also wanted to do this, and then I did this, and her mom was like,
my boobs done, and then mom was like just dead eyes. And what did she say? What did she say?
There was this quote of someone being like, well, what do you say to people that don't like this? And she goes, then that's not for them.
Period.
Or something like super cunty.
But also, looking back, it was...
not that serious.
It's not serious. One, I think she looked great.
She looks amazing.
I think she looked amazing.
She looks amazing.
I don't know what the big deal was.
I don't know either. I think it was like all at once out of nowhere, and like plastic surgery wasn't super talked about back then.
No, it was very new.
It was so new. Yeah. It was new.
Well, it was still very, very taboo.
It was, yes. And then the 2010s came and conquered, and plastic surgery was like super open.
Yeah, well, everybody realized that they were wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, not
because essentially
not saying you need it, but if you want it, get it.
It's just not that serious.
It's really not that serious.
It's
not
also like
that deep.
Doesn't affect you.
It's also like if you want it, get it. It's
Agreed.
your money.
Agreed. Did we ever find out in The Hills what Heidi did to piss Lauren off so bad?
No, but also I remember I don't remember. I did not remember her being so mean.
Who, Lauren or Heidi?
Yes, Lauren.
Yeah, which you know what you did.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah, she's like, I'll forgive you. Or what is it? I'll forgive you, but I want to forget you. Like, she has so many one-liners. I'm like, wait, was it that serious with Heidi?
Girliana, no.
Right?
You know who is like so iconic rewatching Vanderpump Rules, Stassi. From Jump, she was all like her one-liners from day one. When she said, I am the devil. And don't you forget it.
Oh, I have chills.
Day one.
Or is she the one that also says, like, when Lala's taking her order and she goes, like, da-da-da-da, I don't know, but I'll have a Prosecco.
I don't know what I did to you, but I'll take a Sauvignon Blanc.
Yes. It's that. It's that. Like that. It's so everything. I ran into her at some premiere, and I remember being like, you're an icon.
I'm obsessed with her.
I've never seen Vanderpump from the... Wait, so are you a Bravo girl?
I am a Bravo girl, but I'm not... See, I'm making my way through all of the Housewives.
So what are you on right now?
So right now, I'm not on Bravo. I'm on The Traitors.
Okay. Is it good?
I love it.
Which season of The Traitors are you on?
So right now I'm watching 3 because I kept seeing all of the clips of Sandoval, like the producers coming for Sandoval.
Yeah, why do they come? I mean, I guess he's the worst, but
the producers are also Bravo girlies.
Yes, yeah.
But it's good. It's just like Mafia.
Right.
Reality all-stars.
Have you seen season 2?
No.
Neither have I. Apparently, that's the best season. I'll watch it. Let's watch it together.
Please.
Let's watch it together on a day like today.
We should just watch it today after this.
I would do that.
Okay.
I have like a date, maybe not date at 7 p.m., but since I can't tell what it is, honestly. He like reached out on Raya, but I think it's a business meeting. I read it to someone and they were like, that's business. But I was DMing this hot guy and we were going back and forth. And then I was reading Or he asked me on a ski date because I'm going to Aspen, and I thought that was like so cunt. And I was like, yeah,
cunty.
I don't know how to ski very well, but I was like, I will ski with you.
Did you ski?
Yeah, well, I'm going into next weekend. Have you seen any of the Housewives?
You know, when I first started watching Housewives, I watched Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
They're the best.
The best.
The actual
The first
best.
few seasons, and then I kind of fell off. And I also watched the first few seasons of New York and Atlanta.
Atlanta early is the best.
So good.
New York early is good too. My issue is I always have to like really trudge through season 1 of those because it's like
establishing,
yes. Except in Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills just hit the ground running. It was so good
because it was like old Hollywood drama.
And I've always been obsessed with Lisa.
Have you seen her friendship breakup with Kyle?
Yes. I was really devastated by that.
That was sad.
That was like I took that personally as, I don't know, I was maybe 12. I took that really personally.
Because it's hard. But the thing about the Housewives is once you start to realize the game in which it's played, it's like you view it so differently.
Yes.
Like you're like, okay, so each of the housewives brings in dirt about the other housewives. And then the other housewives have to play with how they bring that up in front of the camera. But Lisa was the best at that. Do you remember when Lisa like stuck the tabloid in Brandy's suitcase or like...
Yeah, she played the game.
She played the game, but so did Kyle.
She's like really like... She's kind of sinister in a really cunty way.
The most cunty. But
It's
I think
incredible.
that's why she was so angry at Kyle because she was like, are you fucking kidding me, bitch? Like, you know I did this. Why are you bringing it up on camera? Because the thing about it is like, if it's not brought up on camera, it's not real to them.
Right.
So like when you...
And to us.
Yeah, and to us. So if you bring it up on camera, that's like you're drawing a line in the sand.
That's real. Also, why is yours way more...
Okay, so I've been thinking about this ever since...
It's not making sense to me.
Ever since I poured it, I was thinking about it, and I was feeling really bad about it, but I didn't want to like overstep.
No. You're never overstepping here. Okay, not at Puss University. Cheers again. Eyes. So I had this idea. Well, not me. I don't want to take credit for it, but going back to the traders. I was with my friend Lucas the other night, and
Lucas Gage?
Yes.
He's the biggest Bravo girl.
I'm obsessed with him.
Yeah, he's the best.
He is one of my favorite people on this entire planet. We've been friends for like 8 years.
Have you really?
Yes, we met a very long time ago. When I think I was like 19. And it was before either of us had Botox done. And a couple martinis were had. And we emailed the producers of the Traders, and we were like, we want to be on it, like a season of Actors.
That would be insane.
I know. I think it'd be really fun to do.
A season of Actors.
You would have, but also I want you to be on it too.
I would also. I would like somehow weasel my way in there.
No, you wouldn't have to weasel. Yeah. You wouldn't have to weasel at all. Like you would be.
If you do Traders, I will sign up in my sleep.
I mean, I am terrible at Mafia.
Did you ever play Mafia growing up?
Yes, and I'm awful at it to this day.
Yeah, I remember playing. I don't remember the game. No, I played Manhunt.
That's so different.
That's what I played. That's what I played. That's why I was confusing the two, and I was like, how the fuck do you play Manhunt in reality television?
No, like Manhunt is fighting for your life, like physically, and then Mafia is fighting for your life mentally.
Got it. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna watch Traders.
Yeah.
So you grew up in South Carolina?
Yes.
So is it just like kind of kismet that you got the Outer Banks role, or like?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, yeah, but I tried to audition for it out here in LA because at that point I had moved out here. I'd been here for like 2-3 years, and they told me no because I wasn't blonde, and so I was like, okay. So I went and just dunked my hair in a bottle of Sun-In.
Yeah, I did that once.
Yes, and which made it orange.
Yes,
like this orangey brown.
It's a canon event.
Yeah, it is a canon event. I doused my hair in Sun-In, and then I took a blow dryer to it for like an hour. And then they were still like, no.
Yeah.
No. And then I auditioned for the regional casting directors for it, Lisa Meg Fincannon and Mark Fincannon. And they brought me in to meet with the showrunners and the producers.
Got it.
And they were like, yes. Which is great.
So you weren't giving up on it.
No, I I also had helped so many friends with their tapes.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I feel like I know how to play this. And I was just happy that they brought me in and also my parents are still in Charleston. So I was like, it's a trip home, whatever. But then I just stayed.
Did you expect Outer Banks to become as big as it was?
No, I mean, I think we all hoped it would be successful enough to even get like a second or third season. I think we were thinking this would be awesome if we could even get to a third season.
Yeah.
That would be incredible. And then it just ended up
exploding,
doing what it did, which was crazy because it was also during COVID. So we were just watching it happen all from our apartments. And we didn't like understand just like the reach of it.
Right.
Until the world started opening up, which, happened gradually over the course of a year.
That, I just remember, like, there was, like, 3 shows that had, like, or honestly, it might have only been 2, a moment in time in COVID, and it was Tiger King and Outer Banks.
It was Carol Baskin and Outer
Banks. And I just remember, like, everybody, that was like, kind of the beautiful thing about COVID is, like, everybody was watching the same thing at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't think there was any other shows, unless I'm missing something, that popped off during COVID the way that did.
No, I don't know. I can't remember.
Was there ever a moment where you were like, I hate that this is happening during COVID?
No, because
you're just grateful for it.
I just didn't know. Like, I didn't really know anything else. I was
right.
And people were saying to me, this, you're not getting the whole experience.
Right.
What you do, which I know now, is you junket and you do the events and you promote it and you kind of go on a tour, which we have been we have done. But we didn't know. We were just inside, which I love being inside. Mm-hmm. So I was happy.
Did you like quarantine? Yeah. I liked it too.
I did. I really did. Because I love being inside. I love sitting.
Yeah.
One thing about me is I will be sitting. You find me somewhere and it's probably sitting.
Right. Yeah. I also love sitting, but I'm a pacer. Do you ever pace?
Only on the phone.
Okay.
When I'm anxious and I'm on the phone and I'm trying not to be awkward and the phone call's going really well.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? And,
yeah, and I do that.
And I pace because I know that it's about to end and I'm like, okay, so great to hear from you. Okay. Right. And, okay. But, okay. But.
Right. Yeah, and that's how that's when you pace.
And then I just kind of stand there staring at it, thinking about all the ways I could have
handled it
better.
When's your birthday? December
21st.
Sagittarius.
Period.
Party. You like to party.
Rule number 1.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You love to party.
I do.
I do know that about you.
Yes.
Just because we always talk, we're always like, we actually always run into each other after a night out.
I know. We were supposed to do something this
weekend.
For the lore.
And then we didn't.
I know. What did you do?
I went to living room on. I said to Madeline, I was like, "There's this new club called Living Room," and she was like, "I love my living room," and I was like, "No, like it's a club," and she's like, "No, I know. Like I go from the bedroom to my living room every day," and I was like, "No, Madeline, it's a club called Living Room."
Wait, where is it?
Like Hollywood. I had 7 dirty martinis though, and
Yum.
Yeah, I never. I just recently got into dirty martinis.
How recently?
Like a week ago.
And how dirty? Are we talking like filthy, like kinky, like
filthy, like kink?
I love
because it tastes like alcoholic olive oil.
But yes, it does, and it's also, I feel like the salt is supposed to, like. Maybe I'm completely misguided, but I feel like the salt helps with the hangovers.
I didn't have a hangover.
Right?
I was a little nauseous, but that was it.
Yeah.
And I just recently got into olives too, which I notoriously hated.
I just got out of olives.
How do you get out of something? You ate too many?
I think I ate too many, but I'll do the juice. Mm-hmm. But just not the olive itself. There's something about it that's just like the texture has started to.
That was my thing with it.
Therapist me off.
What are you therapist about?
I was actually just saying earlier, something that therapist me off is are you a reader? Have you read Acotar?
No. What is Acotar? A court of thorn and rose. What? What is it?
Court.
Yeah, a court of
authoritative court of
thorn and roses.
Therapuss
and Rosé.
And rosé. No, it's basically fairy smut, but it's not, but it's not super smutty, but it is like, it's sexy, but it's also, it's such good fun. It reminds me of the books that I was obsessed with, like these grand adventures and these like fantasy worlds that I was obsessed with when I was a teenager. And I kind of got out of reading for a while, which I loved reading growing up. Yeah. And then my friend Jen introduced me to Acotar. She's like, please just read it. It's so good. And then I started reading it, and I didn't want to love it, but I did.
Okay. And is it like edge of your seat vibes?
It can be. It's a really, Acotar is like instant gratification.
Oh, I like that.
And then her next set of, yes, it's really good for the ADD girlies.
Okay, that's what I like.
And then her next set of books, Sarah J. Maas, I think is her, yeah.
I don't read.
Love. I don't read. But her next set of books is Throne of Glass. It's not instant gratification, but it is really fun and really good. And it is a very epic series. But I took it upon myself to read one book in one day on a day like this where it's rainy and I had nothing to do. Uh-huh. And I sat on the couch for so long, I got up and I pulled my hamstring.
Oh my God, just from sitting?
Yes.
Oh, you really do sit.
I do.
If there's one thing about you.
It's sitting.
It's sitting. Have you ever read The Housemaid?
No, I need to read that.
Okay,
I know they're making the movie.
Yes.
The casting's great.
It's perfect.
Yes.
I don't read. But I read it and I loved it. And then but the main character besides the Sydney Sweeney is the house the lady of the house, and it's played by Amanda Seyfried. What am I supposed to, the wife? Like, I don't know.
The woman of the house.
Like, that's
the house mother.
That's how you know I'm on TikTok too much. I was like, what can I call it?
the matriarch?
Yeah, am I gonna get in trouble? But so
what were you gonna
the
say?
wife. I don't know. I was the housewife. Like, I don't know what I was gonna say.
That
and the
bitch?
wife, that bitch is played by Amanda Seyfried, which yes.
Okay.
But the way she's described in the book is like this slob. Like this like actual slob of
in no world do I see
Amanda Seyfried playing a slob. And then I've seen photos on set and I'm like, Amanda Seyfried looks good.
Yeah.
Like really good. And the whole point is that she doesn't look good and looks like a hot mess. Maybe I haven't seen like on camera set stuff.
Well, see, that to me doesn't sound correct.
I know. Are they making a movie of Acotar?
So I know that I feel like it's up in the air, and I feel like a lot of people are trying to grab it.
Yeah.
And I think someone does have the rights to it. I don't know who, because otherwise I feel like they'd be making it.
Right.
But I also feel like making a high fantasy book into a movie or a TV show is very hard.
And expensive.
Yeah. And sometimes, and I'm not saying it shouldn't, I would love to see it come to life.
Right.
But some things are just better left to the imagination.
100%.
Because everybody has a different idea
yes.
of like who should be cast as this character or that character. And also special effects can be very corny. Mm-hmm. And it has to be done right. I feel like it would have to be dark fantasy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
How many books are there? 3 in the series?
There's 5 in the series.
Oh, well, Hollywood's just sitting on a gold mine.
And also, hello, Throne of Glass. Also incredible.
What's Throne of Glass about?
It's basically about this assassin.
Ooh.
And she is well, I don't want to spoil it for anyone. It's about an assassin who gets picked up out of these, like, she works in the mines, mm-hmm. The salt mines of Endovier. I hope I'm saying that right. And she becomes one of the contestants in this competition to become the king's champion, who will be like his assassin.
This sounds way more interesting than Acotar.
Yeah, it's again, Acotar is instant gratification. Throne of Glass is this like giant world building
Okay.
Like very epic story.
Never mind.
Yeah, but and you do have to you have to get through it.
Okay, I can't do that.
Yes.
When people used to comment that I should read Acotar, I thought they were saying actor in like an accent.
I always think about that.
So I thought they were calling me an actor. So I thought it was like, you are an Acotar. Like that's what I thought people were. But then someone started reading it and they started saying it and I was like, oh my God, it's a book.
It's book.
It's book.
It's not actor. It's book.
It's book.
No one's called me an Acotar.
Well, that's probably because you've read it.
Well, but I am an Acotar.
You are an Acotar and an actor. Speaking of Acotar, how long have you been acting for?
I have been actaring. I have, well, I don't know. I would say, I would really only count me being an actor probably since high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You were in Stranger Things too, no?
Yeah, so that was when I went to college, didn't graduate. Sorry, why would I say that's a big fat lie?
I lie all the time. Where'd you go to college?
Compulsive lying. I went to college at Coastal Carolina.
Fun.
Mm-hmm.
Was it fun?
It was fun, but I didn't do anything. Like I was homeschooled,
right.
So I was afraid of parties and people. So I just stayed in and did my work. And my friends were my suite mates. Right. But the whole thing scared me.
Right.
And
it's intimidating.
It's really scary.
Yeah.
I mean, and also, I don't know. That was the first time. I mean, I'd always had a lot of control over my schedule. I knew how to manage I say I knew how to, but I've somehow lost the ability to manage my schedule.
Never been able to.
Yeah, it's bad. Why am I lying again?
It's fine. Happens.
Silly me. But it was really intimidating. And I just knew that I knew I wanted to move to either New York, LA, or Atlanta. I wanted one of the three, and I was doing it because I felt like that was what I was supposed to do. Mm-hmm. And then I just left. And then that's when I booked Stranger Things and the originals.
I meaning to ask you about the originals. Were you a Vampire Diaries fan?
Such a Vampire Diaries
Same.
fan. I would watch. I would pretend to be doing my biology homework, and I was actually just like binge watching.
Wait, so your homework though was from your parents?
Yes.
What was that like?
I cheated in trig.
I cheated on everything all the time. Always.
My mom had the answer books.
Wait, but so have you always been homeschooled?
I was homeschooled from like 6th grade on.
Did you like it?
I did, because I could kind of do what I wanted.
Right.
I still obviously I had classes. I had to keep up with the state standard.
Right.
So it's fine, but I had my jobs. Like I worked at the barn, and then I could go hang out with my friends when I wanted to, as long as I got my work done.
Right.
So it's fine.
Right.
So I liked it, but I knew I wanted to. I begged my parents to give me a gap year, or to let me take a gap year.
Why did you start homeschooling?
Because my dad traveled a lot for work, and then when I was younger, I also did like commercial print modeling.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So don't look it up.
Okay.
But but I did that, and I also traveled to New York with my mom for that. Uh-huh. And then my dad traveled, so it was just kind of, it was easier, and I also just didn't. I don't know. I've always been like a silly little learner. Right. It was never a one size fits all for me. Yeah. I've always had a really hard time concentrating or being like talked. It's always been, I've always been a very kinetic learner. Mm-hmm. And I just ended up doing better. Yeah. That way. So my parents just kept me in it.
Do you have siblings?
No.
Only child? Only. I would never assume you were an only child, which is so funny because people always assume I'm an only child.
What?
Yes.
You're not an only child.
No, I have a younger brother, but I behave like one. Strongly.
I love.
But you don't.
Thank you.
Wait, are you bi-coastal in New York and LA, or just mainly here?
I'm mainly here because the longer I'm out here, the less I like New York.
Whoa. Tell me everything. Why the less you like New York?
I don't know. It feels like Work Island.
Okay.
And I love to drive. I mean, I did try New York for a few months.
Where?
I was like Lower East Side, Brooklyn. I was all over the place. Right. As I am here. And I had my car there, which was really fun. Driving in the city was like a video game.
But people are so horrible at driving in New York.
Yes. Which is why I fit in.
Okay.
No, I am a good driver. But I don't know. I like having my car. I like how spread out it is here. I like how New York's the same, obviously, but it just feels like there's different pockets and they're all like different little cities.
Yeah.
In their own rights. And I also, I enjoy having a house.
Yeah.
You know,
do you have pets?
And I do.
You have a cat?
I have a dog.
Dog.
I'm allergic.
Fuck. I was about to say you sent me a photo of one of them the other day, and I forgot that if it was a cat or a dog.
That was a Frenchie. So he has the ears. Yeah, so it could be. He's
very clearly a dog. I just
he gives cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with cats.
Don't fuck with cats.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to, but I am highly allergic and I've had nothing but bad experiences.
Have they ever scratched you?
Yes.
No.
Bite, scratch.
Bite?
My aunt Sally had a cat named Sassy.
Uh-huh.
And she was way more than sassy.
Did Sassy bit you?
Yes, Sassy traumatized me.
Why?
She bit me and she scratched me because she would stand in the middle of the hallway and she would not let anyone pass.
Ew.
Yeah, none shall pass. And she
See,
meant
dogs
it.
don't do that.
No.
Well, not the dogs that I hang out with.
No, yeah, not the dogs I hang out with. They're like, I'll come with you.
Right. I'll follow you.
Yes.
So you say New York is like work island.
Yes.
But New York is way more fun than LA.
No, it is. So that's another thing too. That's the dilemma I have because it is really fun. The nightlife is better.
It's just
way better.
Everything.
The restaurants, there's everything. It's the shopping, incredible. I love the people. I just, for some reason, whenever I go, but also whenever I do go, it's for 2-3 days, and I don't have time to just stay and spend time there.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why, but
dating is also, I find, to be better there. I find, at least maybe just for me. Have you ever spoken to Lucas Gage about this? Like, I feel like because he's gay, like New York is better for gay people.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like that's why it's more like LA is like. I told you I'm going to a date tonight. I was like, I don't know if it's a business meeting or a date.
LA is just shit for dating in general.
It really is shit.
Like you could put like Wyoming up and it's probably better.
It probably is. But New York, what was I gonna say? I do see how it's work island. I feel like I work more here though. But I guess I feel like maybe, I know this sounds stupid, but maybe like being in a house makes it feel like you're doing less work than being in a small apartment. Yeah.
And also, it feels homier, and I'm such a homebody anyways, right. So it's just, I think maybe that's why. But I've also been here for so long. So when I was I think I've been here for 8 years.
Oh, no way.
Yes, I've been here for a while. So, and I have so many friends here. And so when I was spending time in New York, I just missed everyone so much. So that was, I do feel like home is probably where your like community is.
I'm struggling with that because my two best friends, Peyton and Julie, are moving to New York.
What?
Yes, in June.
Peyton! What the hell? No! I just got here.
Yeah, it sucks.
Why?
Because Peyton, correct me if I'm wrong, but she keeps saying she needs a New York moment.
You can do that anywhere.
We just get like, LA is just, I don't know.
I get it.
I think I'm going to do both places though, which I'm very lucky to be able to say I can do, but I think I'm going to try both places just because.
It's important, I think, to try.
I don't want to leave. LA is like my favorite place on planet Earth.
I know.
Right?
I love it.
Right? Mm-hmm. Wait, but you were saying you love the food in New York. What's your favorite restaurant?
Oh, this is really hard because don't know. I'm trying to think of the last time I went.
Well, it wasn't when I saw you.
No, that was for Tommy.
I missed a fun night out though with you. Oh
my God.
I remember Thomas Doherty was there.
You were so funny.
What did I do?
We showed up to
Greenwich Hotel.
Yes, and I think Thomas was staying there. We're picking were we meeting you? I don't know.
So I ran into you down there.
We ran into you, and you had just smoked.
Oh yes,
and like you were like, guys, I'm sorry, I have to go.
Oh yeah. Because Because when I smoke,
Which I get it. I'm not social.
I'm not. So I was like,
No.
you guys, I can't. And Thomas makes me nervous.
He makes everybody like he stares into your soul.
He does. He's like, hi. And I'm like, okay.
He is the best. I love him so much. We ended up just going to an Irish pub and playing pool.
I remember being like, damn, I should have gone.
Yeah, he's terrible at pool.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Actually, I can't imagine. I don't know why I just lied.
No, that's correct.
Thank you, Booking.com, for sponsoring today's episode. Booking.com, yeah. Well, you guys know I'm on tour, and you already know we do not book hotels until we get to the city because we just forget. So this morning, we got to Nashville, and we did not have a hotel booked. So we went to Booking.com and we put in everything we needed to make sure we got the hotel we wanted. I am now staying a few blocks away from Broadway, walking distance to everything because, as you know, I do not drive and I need to walk. And it was just so easy and so perfect. Booking.com makes it literally just like the simplest thing in the entire world. I feel like booking a hotel is actually so stressful. I don't know if that's just me and everything stresses me out, but finding the perfect hotel you want with all your needs is very stressful to me. It just is. So like being able to go to booking.com and put in, I need a gym. I would like a pool. I would like walking distance. I would like this type of view, this terrace. And then they give you all the hotels that have that. It's just simple. It makes booking a hotel and booking a vacation really, really, really simple. And I'm so grateful that they're honestly a sponsor for this podcast because we've been using them throughout this entire tour. I don't know what we would have done without it. I think I'd be sleeping on the bus every night, which is great, but it is nice to sleep in a hotel bed every now and then. No matter who you are, Booking.com helps you find the stay that is ridiculously right for you. Find exactly what you're booking for at Booking.com. Yeah. So we just took a mid-break to talk shit, which was awesome.
So good.
That was awesome. That was great. Seeing your reaction to me delivering the news was awesome too. Like when I deliver good drama, like,
oh, it's the best feeling ever to deliver good drama and just to see like the jaws on the floor.
Yeah.
Like just knowing that you are, it's not gossip, it's just spreading awareness.
Oh my God, it is spreading awareness.
Like, do you ever receive such heinous news?
Yes.
And you are so calm.
Oh no.
It was so like, it rattled me so hard, and I was driving and I was like, interesting. Okay. And then I texted my two best friends what I had heard, what I found out. And it was like, shut the front door, hold the phone, what the fuck?
Oh.
And then for the next week, we were just like, I can't believe.
I'm so excited to hear will you actually tell me after this?
Of course.
Oh, I'm pumped.
Yeah, of course. I will.
Do you think my reaction's going to be similar?
Yeah, I hope so.
Yes.
Because it is actually, it's truly like, it's one of those situations where like, it was actually like the spreading of awareness.
Yes. Like you have to tell people.
Right. The spreading of awareness was actually way more interesting than the situation I was in.
Got it.
So I was kind of like, okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love.
Oh, I would be so scared of you if you were mad at me.
No. I'm not scary. I'm just one of those people where like if something really genuinely hurts my feelings.
Yeah.
I'm
cut. Clean slate.
I mean, obviously like I would always love to talk it out and like figure things out. But if something is truly so upsetting and not cool.
Yeah. Bye. I'm really bad at confrontation.
Get a grip.
Gag. Get a grip.
Gagged.
Are you good at confrontation?
No, I'm not good at confrontation. Because I feel like I'm really good at sitting and listening and hearing all sides. And sometimes I feel like that leads to accidentally placating. You know what you know what I mean?
Yes.
Because I do feel for everyone. I feel for, some I get it. Sometimes like shit just happens.
Right.
But sometimes shit doesn't just happen. Sometimes you've fucked up.
Right.
Like sometimes you've done something really mean.
But do you ever like feel bad when someone's like explaining to them and you're like, am I a mean person for being angry? Like, I confuse my anger with, like, being mean. And that's my number. And I think I
understand.
Like, I was very, very angry the other day. Like, furious.
They're pissed.
And they're furious. And I had to have Peyton sitting there with me to be like, just basically, like, if I'm angry and Peyton's sitting there with me, like, I'm 10 times angrier than I entered the room.
I love.
Like,
yeah.
She, like, really, like, eggs me on till no end. But I, like.
Unfortunately, I think that's what I do.
No, but it's.
Because I get angry with people.
Yes. That's the thing with her. Like, she gets angry for us and, like, her friends. But I hate my number one pet peeve, or just like the thing I hate most in the world is when I come with such anger and such a point, and then I deliver it so poorly to the point where I'm able to get gaslit into believing that I was wrong.
Yes, I understand that too.
Like, my delivery is always off.
Because I get scared. I get really nervous.
Did you feel when, like, all the success started to skyrocket, your anxiety get a lot worse?
Yes.
I can imagine.
Totally. Because I'm thinking about how I'm being perceived from every angle.
Right.
And it's really nerve-wracking because there's so many opinions everywhere. And you kind of have you can't just, like, stop thinking about that. You can't just stop yourself from being anxious.
Right.
And it is important to think about those things, but it doesn't help.
At all.
It actually probably exacerbates the issue.
Did you ever have to? Well, because Outer Banks, like, really popped off on TikTok for that moment. It was really popping on TikTok. You were also in, like, a relationship that was perceived publicly, and that was, I assume, the first time that's ever happened to you.
Yes.
And were you like, what the fuck do I do?
Yeah, I mean, I think at the time I didn't realize. I think I didn't realize what the repercussions of, inviting so many people into a very, like, something that's, let's be honest, like, something that's intimate.
Yeah.
I didn't understand. I was just so in love.
Right.
And, people loved it because they loved it. I think they loved it because of us, but they also, they loved John B. and Sarah, first and foremost.
Was it hard to, like, separate?
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's, like, so, I mean, you look at any public breakup.
Yeah.
And, so many people are invested.
Right.
And of course that was really hard. And also we still to this day share a very, very big, this huge thing that is a massive part of both of our lives.
Right.
So I think, yeah, it was really, really hard to separate, but also, like any breakup, you grow out of it.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah.
But it definitely, that for sure, there was a period of time there where I truly did not know which way was up, which way was down, because that, like, Outer Banks and that public relationship was kind of my identity. Mm-hmm. And I was like, who the fuck am I?
Yeah.
And I'm still figuring that out. But figuring that out and figuring out who you are in the public space just is truly, like, it's such a mind fuck. Like, I have such respect for anyone in the public space who has, like, found and created their identity and is so comfortably seated in that, which I know it might seem that they are, and they might not be, but I have so much respect for anyone.
Yeah.
Anyone, like, who is in any way, shape, or form in the public space.
Because do you feel like when you, like, figuring stuff out is, like, everything you do, people are going to comment on what you're doing.
Yeah, totally.
So then it's like, how am I supposed to figure out who I am and what I want to do if everybody has an opinion?
Yes.
Do you have, like, easy ways to shut it out?
I don't know. I think not. I don't think there's really is an easy way to shut it out. I think it's just ultimately a part of what we do. But I also, I think I'd rather make the decisions that feel correct to me. And if people have opinions, they're totally entitled to those opinions.
Yeah.
But I think the best thing is just to keep my head down and just keep doing what I'm doing.
Right.
We got so deep.
I know. I know. I was like, damn.
Yeah. Because there really is no right answer. Everyone's different.
Yeah.
Everyone navigates it differently.
I have so much respect for you because, like, I don't know how I would ever. Everyone's opinion influences me.
Oh my God, it scares me. I'm like,
I am so easily adaptable to anyone who
like we were just talking about, like when we're talking with our friends or we're listening to them and we get so emotional. You're so true.
Yeah, like you're so right. You're so true.
YST. You're so true.
Fuck. But I think you're doing a really beautiful job of figuring it out.
You too.
Thank you. And can I tell you when I really noticed that? When I was watching Knives Out 2, and you were my favorite part of the whole movie.
Oh my God, thank you.
Not even just saying that, my favorite part of the whole movie, you were so funny, so quick, like your comedic timing was so there. And I remember just thinking, like, she's gonna go really, really far, and like you just take up a screen, like you take up the whole room, and like that's who you are. You're a star. Like aside from everything else, like you do, if you continue doing what like gravitates towards you and what you want to do, like it's gonna work because everything you do really, really, you excel at.
Thanks.
Well, that's how I feel.
Oh my
so.
God. Well, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, it's just my opinion. But it is true. Like, you were my favorite part of that movie.
I love you.
I love you too. What music are you listening to right now?
Oh my God. Why did I feel like I knew you were going to ask this? I've been listening to, I have actually kind of just gotten onto Gracie Abrams.
Mm-hmm. She's great.
She's great. Ariana Grande, of course.
The biggest.
Like, the biggest, the best.
Oh my God, you're going through your Saturn return, or you're about to.
I am.
Have you, are you going through it already, or are you?
I think I'm going through it already. I think so. I feel like my, like, prefrontal cortex is, like,
happening.
Hardened or whatever it is.
Right.
It's, like, it's what it developed. That's the word.
One of the words.
One of the words. And let's see, what else? Brat, always.
Brat.
Chapel.
How good. Did you, like, experience Brat Summer?
Yes.
Same.
I had Brat Summer in Spain.
Fuck me. It's like, I thought I had the Brat Summer. No, like, you had the Brat Summer.
Oh my God, we had Brat Summer in Spain, and it was incredible.
Were you shooting there, or were you just there?
Shooting there.
Okay.
We were in Spain. We were everywhere.
What were you shooting?
I was shooting a movie with KJ Appa, who I love.
He's awesome.
He's the best.
He's awesome.
I adore him. And it's a romance drama. It's very cute. It's called The Map That Leads to You.
Yes.
And I just saw like some stuff for it. And
are you pumped?
Very pumped.
What do you? No release date out yet, right?
Not yet. No.
Okay.
Not
yet. That's
yet.
what I thought.
But summer.
Okay.
But we were there, and KJ's so brat.
He is?
He's so brat.
Like, what do you mean?
He's just so brat. He does what he wants.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know how to describe it. He's one of the funniest people I've ever met. And he was amazing to shoot with. Wait, what's your sign?
Are you into this?
Yes.
Do you want to guess?
Pisces?
Scorpio.
Fuck!
I know, but Pisces and Scorpios are like this.
Yeah,
so
it's true.
I get it. But I am a Scorpio.
I love a Scorpio.
Gemini rising, Gemini moon.
You do give Gemini.
Yeah, that's what people say.
You really do.
It's because I adapt.
Yes.
It's because what's your rising, your moon?
I'm a Libra rising, Virgo moon.
That's a great star sign chart.
It's not bad, but the Virgo, like I'm all air and fire. So the Virgo moon is just like internally screaming all the time. For control or organization or like like boots on the ground, something.
Right.
Because everything else is just.
Yeah.
Woo.
Like,
yeah,
up in the air.
Yeah, I'll come to Aloe. Wait, guys, I can't. Sorry.
Yeah, I missed that in the third.
Forgot.
But here's my dog.
Here's a picture of him. He's really cute. Please forgive me. But I was gonna say, KJ's a Gemini, and a lot of my favorite people are Geminis.
Oh, really?
Because that's the Sagittarius and Gemini excellency.
Is that a thing?
You're the sister signs.
Is it like like we'd have a lot of fun on a night out?
Yes.
Vibe?
Or just like Lucas, Gemini.
I see that.
AJ, Gemini. Odessa, Gemini. You're Gemini rising. So
Gemini moon.
period.
I feel like I feel like essentially I'm both.
Okay.
I feel like essentially I am a Gemini.
Yeah.
I like identify half.
But that's
and
your
half.
mask.
Yeah.
If that's your rising,
that's my
your
mask, but that's also my moon. So it's
you're
like,
also internally when you're alone.
I feel like a Gemini.
Yes. Someone described it as like your sun sign is the cupcake, your moon is the filling.
Ooh.
And then your rising is the icing on top.
Oh, that's actually super fascinating.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I have such a hard time separating who I present myself as and who I'm alone with. Because it's the same thing. So I'm like, who am I?
Who am I?
Yeah.
I know. So like that's why I'm such a homebody, I think. I overanalyze and I get really anxious because I think that's the Virgo in me.
I think that Virgos are so anxious.
And we like overanalyze and think about everything over and over again.
Do you have like good coping mechanisms for your Virgo tendencies and
Absolutely
your anxiety?
not.
Neither do I. It used to be weed, as you know, but clearly it wasn't boding well for me. I quit.
I can't do it.
I quit weed.
It makes me get really existential and I spiral. I downward spiral and then I start thinking, I go really like existential.
Like, just like, what is my life?
And then I look in the mirror and I'm like,
yeah. My thing with weed was that like it was so relaxed. It was so good for me for so long. It's like how I'm here right now because like I was very like funny and creative on it, and then all of a sudden it just flipped a switch and I started like
the same thing happened,
panicking and like having like really like I started. Okay, here's when I knew it was bad is when I was like putting out this like comedy album and I really didn't want to put it out every time I smoked, and I was like, holy fuck, like. I can't do this anymore. But I feel great. 3 months sober.
I love.
Yeah.
Hey, I love that.
From just that.
Yeah. You're California sober.
I am California sober.
Is what it is.
What is California?
Wait, cheers to that.
Cheers,
It's,
eyes.
It's this. Eyes. Cheers to California sober.
What is this? You tap the thing?
I think it's like knocking on wood.
Oh, I love that. I'm never going to be able to not do that now.
I don't know why. It's just like I think some people do it. I've just seen people do it. Now it's just a habit, but I especially like when it's on wood. Brat was on repeat all summer.
What's your favorite song?
I love Guess.
So Guess was the song that got me into Brat. And then I had like a moment with B2B.
Love B2B.
And then I really, really honed in on Everything is Romantic.
Everything is Romantic is one that snuck up on me.
Snuck up on me too.
Yeah.
Never was interested in it. And then I was in the car with my friend and he played it. And I was like, what is this?
Yeah, no, it's so good. And Sympathy is a Knife is one that snuck up on me as well. But honestly, the whole album, because we went to my friend Odessa's birthday party. It was like, what do we call it? We called it Odessa's Dwop. Odessa's Disney World Adventure Party.
That's awesome.
And we walked around with Dwop like tank tops. It was we were not G-rated. There was always like a constant concern that we were never going to get invited back.
To Disney.
To Disney, yes.
Yes.
But I think that was like the week or the weekend that Brat came out. It was on repeat.
I just like remember. Well, do you like the remix album as well?
I do, some of it.
Okay, so the remix album, when you start to see the remix album as a direct response to Brat and the success of Brat, it hits so
hard.
different.
It's really good.
The Everything is Romantic remix.
That's my favorite.
Is my favorite too.
It's my favorite.
That's my favorite too, just because like the first one, Everything is Romantic, is all about like the sunset in Capri and partying, and then the next one is like finding pleasure in like the Wall. Yeah, like and free bleeding in the autumn rain.
I love Wall.
Yeah, I love Wall.
I love Wall.
And I love Sit.
Thankfully, I love Wall. Thankfully, I have Sit.
I have Sit.
But
But yeah, Brat really soundtracked the summer. I hope we have another fun summer though.
I know this one was kind of iconic.
I don't know. You can't one up it.
And especially for like this year for music
was everything, and now none of them are going to release for so long.
I'm sad.
It's going to suck.
We should release our own.
I would happily release something.
Should we make our own?
Yes.
What should we do?
We should call it Sitting and Standing.
Oh my God, incredible.
You're sitting on the cover and I'm standing.
Okay, great. Yes. I like how literal.
It actually kind of eats.
It kind of eats. It eats down.
Yeah.
Boots.
But wait, so you were in Barcelona filming?
Yes.
How good is the food in Barcelona?
I love tapas.
Me too.
So good.
Do you like the tomato bread?
Oh my God, it's amazing.
It's amazing, right?
It's so good. The tomato bread is amazing. And also, the thing I loved about Barcelona was that the variety of food is pretty, it's pretty vast.
Yeah.
They have a lot.
I love paella too.
Love paella.
Yeah.
The seafood's incredible. I'm such a seafood girly. Have you been to the Soho House in Barcelona?
No, never.
It's so nice.
Is it awesome?
It's not like in Barcelona proper. It is like the best Soho House, but it's like a little south, and it's the little hotel they have. It's very cute.
Did you take any weekend trips when you were filming there, like to any of the islands?
I didn't go into any of the islands. I think that's next on my to-do.
Me too. Do you want to go to Ibiza this summer?
I would really love to.
Okay.
I love Bifa.
I've never been.
I've never been either.
Let's go.
Can we please? I want to do Bifa.
Bifa?
Bifa.
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 Let's go.
Let's go. I'm there. I'll be there like until like June.
Okay, I'll visit.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything in May. Wait, that's not true. I'm not doing anything in April, and then I have half of May free.
Okay, period. Let's do it. Let's do that. I didn't do any of the islands. I did Greece, and then what else did I do? I went up to a friend of mine and his husband. They bought a little chateau in the south of France, and they redid it.
Gorgeous.
As like a B&B. So at the end, we just went to Toulouse, and we spent the 3-4 days. We did pottery. We did we didn't have time for horseback riding, but there's like caves there. We hung out. We did yoga every morning, which I didn't do yoga every morning. I signed up. I don't either. I signed up for it because I liked the idea of it, but about 10 minutes in, every morning I just left while everybody's eyes were closed.
Yeah, it's just not happening. Yoga's a lot for me, and also last time I did yoga, I was like, wait, why is this hard? I didn't sign up for yoga to be hard. I'm tired.
It's really hard.
I thought it was like meditation almost.
And I thought I was supposed to silence my mind, but I can't silence my mind.
I can't silence my mind.
And I can't silence my mind long enough to do whatever. What is it? Warrior?
Doggy pose? What is it called?
Dog.
Yeah, Shavasana. Shavasana.
I hate Shavasana.
Yeah, Shavasana. I used to do it during Core Power, which I used to do Core Power, by the way.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Way back in the day. And I hated it.
No, I can't. You know what I used to like and now I hate, and I don't understand why I ever liked it, is like hot yoga or hot Pilates.
Okay, so for me...
You like it.
I like it when I'm feeling myself and I can take off my shirt. If I can't take off my shirt and I'm not in that headspace, fuck that.
No, fuck that.
I was working out today. Sorry, what were you about to say?
I just get dizzy.
Yeah, I get dizzy too.
I don't like that.
I get dizzy too.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you? Sorry, my mind's racing, but that's because I'm a little tipsy. But what? When you were what?
Yes.
What are you watching on TV right now besides Traders?
Oh, what am I watching?
You're watching Severance?
No, because people are telling me they're scared of it.
Well, yeah, but it's amazing.
Okay.
It's also not that scary.
Yeah.
It's not that scary. It's just a little jarring to see and be like, oh my God, this is possible.
I'm not watching Severance, but I was watching their pop-up and...
How cool was that?
I really liked that.
How cool was that?
I thought that was sick. That was really cool. I thought that was 10 out of 10 marketing.
Yeah.
But also I was thinking about the actors in there, and I was like, I would hate that.
Yeah. But you'd crush that.
It would be really fun.
It would just it was so unique. It was so cool.
Yeah, it was sick.
It was I love marketing like that.
It is very good. What are you watching?
I'm watching Severance.
Oh, shit. Well, besides Severance.
I'm watching, have you ever seen The Night Agent?
Yes.
Okay, that's my current nighttime show.
Yeah.
So I've been watching that to go to bed.
It's very fitting.
Yeah, just it's a spy government thriller. It'll put me to bed. And then I think that's about it. I'm watching Old Housewives of New York.
I mean, that's comfort.
Which I've never seen before, so I'm really, really enjoying it. I'm watching Salt Lake, which you need.
Oh, wait. Actually, I have been told that I need to
Salt Lake's the best one.
Salt Lake.
Hands down, Salt Lake is the greatest one. It is just excellent television.
What else is something that I love watching?
I want to watch the new Dexter.
Oh, yes. I was watching that because I love my queen, Sarah Michelle.
Oh, she is everything.
I'm obsessed with her.
She visited set, right?
Yes. She did, and then she also goes to Aloe all the time.
Yeah, I see her all the time.
Yeah. But I'm obsessed with her. And what else was I? Oh, I also just started for the first time Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I've seen a little bit of it. I've seen a season, and it is so funny.
Unreal.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that Jerry Seinfeld was based off of Larry David.
He is?
That's what I have been told. Is that correct? Oh my God, look at me knowing things.
Wait, I did not know that.
Wait,
it
reminded me of the clip where you're like, wait, you're knowing me?
You're knowing my stuff. Oh, to Phineas. Well, because like I just wasn't expecting
Wait.
Phineas to come in here and tell me he knows I do Pilates.
I love Phineas and
I love
Claudia.
him.
They're the best.
I saw him the other night, and I just remember being so drunk, but
At
his
the
breath
living room?
smelled so good, and I remember just keep being like, your breath smells amazing.
I need to see what he uses.
That's what I said. So then I was like, you know what? I need gum. So then I went up to him and I was like, do you have gum? Like I thought it would like cap off like the
Yes.
joke, and he goes, no. And I go, got it.
You're right. Of course, right.
Got it.
So,
Yes.
one thing.
Okay.
I had this idea.
Okay.
It's never going to happen.
Okay.
But when I was over shooting, do you know Sam Lansky?
Yes.
Okay.
He's the Time magazine guy, right?
Obsessed with him.
Yeah, he's so cool.
I die for him.
Yeah.
But we have decided we're starting the Madeline Cline School of Education. And Sam is teaching everything pop culture.
Ooh, I would go to that.
Gabriette is teaching how to walk.
Yeah, I would need that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jen, Caton Robinson and I are doing dual teaching a class on how to Cunty Diva Slay.
Okay. I love that.
Yes. I can't remember what other classes I was teaching, but also I feel like you need a class.
My class would be Peyton, what would my class be?
What is it? If Jake was teaching in the Madeline School of Education, we have walking, we have pop culture. That is very...
Oh, yeah, I would
that's
teach how to
actually-
complain, the
that's
art
really-
of complaining.
That's actually really good.
Yeah, I would teach the art of complaining and why it's beautiful and why it's healthy.
Mm-hmm.
I complain about everything.
No, that's really good. That's good. And we would call it Therapuss 101.
Yes, Therapist 101.
Therapist... Theraloathed 101.
Yes, and I would teach you how to complain artfully.
Yes.
Because there's a certain level to complaining where like you cross a line and
Yes.
it's like, no, now you're just ungrateful.
Right.
And I crossed that line so many times.
And you have to know, like, it's what is acceptable.
Right.
Socially acceptable.
And like, it's like you have to, every complaint has to have a level of humility and comedy to it.
Yeah, you kind of have to be a bitch.
Wait, I love the Madeline Cline School of Education.
Yes, I'm like, in my mind, it will happen.
I think it will. I would take all of Sam's classes on pop culture.
Oh, it's really important.
He wrote the piece on Taylor Swift, no?
Yes.
Awesome.
Really, really incredible.
Awesome. I loved that piece so much.
I kind of think he's like headmaster.
Yeah, he is headmaster.
Yeah. And then Lucas needs to be in there.
Lucas can teach acting as
Lucas
well.
needs to teach because he's so good. Have you seen Companion?
Not yet.
It's so good.
Is it out in theaters or on?
Yes.
Okay. I'll see Companion.
Yes.
I really want to see it because Sophie Thatcher's in it as well.
And she's beautiful.
Yeah,
I
she's
can't
everything.
stop staring at her face.
Do you watch Yellow Jackets?
No.
You gotta watch Yellow
I
Jackets.
know, I need to watch.
That's scary though.
Yeah. But also, but is it scary or is it thriller?
It's thriller. It's just like the idea of like what humans are capable of is scary.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it's good. Yellow Jackets is amazing. It's
That's
one
like
of those,
psychological.
It's one of those that I watched like from the jump, and I was. Have you seen Girls?
Yes.
That's my favorite show of all
I
time.
love Girls.
That show like changed me as a human.
I also really like Broad City.
Okay, so I started Broad City. I got a few seasons in, and then I stopped. I think to watch. I forget. I ended up. You know what? I was catching up on Industry.
Oh, I
You-
have not seen that.
Oh my God! Talk about cunty. That is the best show ever.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my God.
It's like all they do is like trade stocks and do drugs. And it's like the cuntiest
I
thing.
need that.
There's this character named Yaz.
Mhm.
And like she is Louise, how much do you love Yaz?
I can't even talk about it.
Like
It's so
it'll
bad.
change your industry will change your life.
Have you seen West Wing?
No.
Okay, I have had people tell me I need to watch West Wing. One of my friends can literally, you can say, what is the name of West Wing, season 2, episode 5, and she can tell you exactly what the name of the episode.
What's West Wing about? It's like that older show, right?
Perchance.
Yeah. Or are we thinking of Westworld?
West Wing. I also love Westworld.
I've never seen Westworld.
I love sci-fi.
Okay.
I like Westworld. Westworld season 1 and 2 to me were, and maybe 3. I can't remember. They're all blending together. But I thought Westworld when it came out was probably like the most incredible TV. I love sci-fi.
Okay, I also really like
so
sci-fi.
good.
Okay, so if you love sci-fi, do you ever watch shows with subtitles because it's in another language? Would you
Yes.
ever?
Yes.
Have you ever seen Dark on Netflix?
I love Dark.
It's my favorite show of all time.
It's so good.
It's my favorite show of all time.
Oh my god! And there's no season 2. It's just
No, it's 3 seasons. You've only seen season 1?
what?
Yes, it's 3 seasons and season 2 is the best.
Wait.
Your life's about to be changed forever.
Yes, because I remember watching the first season thinking
No, you think that will change your life? First of all, it's a trilogy of seasons.
it left a hole in my heart.
No, Dark is. I remember watching that during COVID and being like, this show has changed my life.
100%.
Changed how I view time. It's changed how I view
good.
science. It's changed. Like, it is the best show one of the best shows I've ever seen.
I'm so excited.
No, you have to, but you have to rewatch season 1
I will.
just to like remind
easy.
you of like.
I think I've watched it 3 times.
Yeah.
But I will watch it 4th.
Oh, it's so good.
Thank God.
Okay, tell
The
me.
world is healing. Okay, we'll talk about what's wrong now.
Tell me what's wrong.
Yes.
My boyfriend of 3 years just deadass proposed at a family dinner.
Deadass.
Mind you, we haven't even really been talking about it too seriously, and he just did it in front of his whole family. Not both of ours, just his. Selfish. Like, I had to say, can we talk privately, and then explain this is insane. What the hell do I do?
I just feel like I need more context. Like, was this at a family dinner? Like,
Yeah, it
a
was
Sunday
at a-
afternoon family dinner? Like, were you just at...
It sounds like they were at a family dinner of sorts, but for only his family.
And he, like, excused himself, got up, and got down on one knee?
Yeah. That's giving narcissism to me.
It's giving weird.
It's giving weird.
I don't know about that one.
I would say maybe break up.
I would say don't say yes.
Right?
I would say no. Because also, that sounds like... I don't want to be proposed in front of the family dinner table.
Right? And like, it's just awkward. You know what it's given? Have you ever seen Miss Americana?
Yes.
Okay, so there's a scene and the Taylor Swift does a meet and greet and a fan proposes to his fiance and it comes out later. Have you heard about this? It comes out later that she ends up being like, no. So like, you just need to be like, no. But it sounds like she was already like, no.
Yeah, it sounds like you're already on the fence, babe.
It also was giving like, he did it in front of his family as like a guilt tactic.
And
Like,
also, how
you can't
old are
say
we?
no. I don't know. People are getting married young these days.
Young, very young.
And it's bugging me out.
It's freaky. Well, I'm also like, everyone always said, you're gonna. They always said I'm at that age where everyone's getting married and vote, and now I'm here. Like, oh, cool, right?
Right, great. You know, I've never had a boyfriend.
Ever?
Ever.
Are you the type that would like ask, or would you want to be asked?
I would want to be asked.
Same. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want. But I've never had a boyfriend. And I tell everybody this, but like, I think I don't know what it is. I think I keep going on these business dates.
I mean, it's kind of like, I understand. It's kind of shit.
It's shit here. And that's why I want to go run around New York.
I mean, that's fair. That's hot.
And I want to be a slut.
Hot.
I want to do it.
Bye, gorgeous.
Hey, Jake and wonderful guest.
Period.
You. What do I do if I want to get into the school plays, but I'm too embarrassed to get up there? When neither the theater kids or my current friend group know it's a passion of mine.
You have to get after it.
You have to get after it.
Get after it.
It's my number one regret in my entire life is not pursuing theater as much as I wish I did.
I also will say, not to scare you, but like doing theater in school when I was in school did traumatize me.
Did it really?
Yes.
What play did you do?
The Fantastic Mr. Fox and the Technicolor Coat one.
Did like pretty intricate plays. As
Yeah,
a kid.
and then also it was one about like history, and they made me they cast me as Jackson Pollock, and I was like 10, and they put me in a bald cap.
What?
Yes.
You were doing like very in-depth plays as a 10-year-old.
Yeah, but also like nothing I was really passionate about
Right.
I wanted to be Oh, and then did you ever see The Sandlot? I was cast as Icebox, which is the girl who's like the tomboy, and they were like, because I was trying to be cast as little singy dancy,
Right.
tap like something, and they're like, no, we're gonna put a helmet on you, and you're gonna tackle this guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And it just overall, which I had no problem with it was fun, but it was pretty traumatic. It was not, I was straight up not having a good time.
But at least you tried.
I tried.
So I recommend this girl try.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't take what I say.
And you know what I would prescribe?
What?
Glee. Because
Glee.
everybody in that show just fucking tries.
That's all they do is try.
All they do. Were you a Gleek?
The show, yes. I was such a Gleek.
I was the biggest Gleek ever.
I love it. I mean, it's iconic.
It is iconic.
So iconic.
And rewatching it, it's like, this is the most out-of-pocket shit I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's so out of pocket. I mean...
No, it's like insane. It's insane.
The things that they did inside, I mean, it's just...
Do you remember when they all took Adderall and performed? Like, it's amazing.
When they pushed Archie into the pool?
Yes, they pushed Archie into the pool, and then they all did a musical number in wheelchairs.
That was not nice.
No, it was fucked up.
So fucked.
Oh my god.
Fucked up.
I prescribe Glee.
Also, but I mean, can we just let's take here? Cheers to Jane Lynch.
Cheers to Jane Lynch.
I'm obsessed. Eyes. You know who she dressed like in Glee is the one of the villains from Despicable Me, the one in like the orange.
Gru?
No, Vector.
Vector.
She always kind of dressed like Vector. Yeah.
My best friend hates me. There's nothing more to say.
I thought you were just saying. I forgot you were reading. Sorry.
No, imagine. Peyton. Oh, she's gone. My best friend hates me. There's nothing more to say. He would never say it out loud, but it's a general animosity. You know, girl so confusing style. He just aggressively negative towards me constantly. We've been friends for 7 years, and I once stepped away from the friendship, but he wanted me right back. Help.
Okay. It's giving. We need to talk.
Right.
We need to talk.
I don't think there's honest conversations happening in this friendship at all.
There's definitely not honest conversations happening, but also you need to address this.
Right.
I feel like there is some passive aggressive behavior towards me. And try to work it out on the remix.
Yeah, I would literally prescribe Girl So Confusing the remix with Lord.
Absolutely.
And you sit down and listen to it together.
Right, because sometimes you say you walk like a bitch.
When I was 10, someone said that.
And it's just self-defense till you're building a weapon.
I felt that one.
Yeah. I think you need to talk about it, and if you tried to distance yourself from the friendship and they wanted you right back, it also might just be that you are kind of a crutch, and you might also be a punching bag, but you need to address it.
Right. I agree. Address the situation. And listen to Girls So Confusing featuring Lord.
Please.
My boyfriend is currently working on the big mustache mullet combo. I can't stand it. He's also not the type to shave just because I told him to, which I'm currently loving and hating. Help me hatch a scheme to get him to think shaving was his idea.
I'm bored. Let's play with Nair.
Oh, yeah. Have you done that?
No.
Have you seen the episode of Gossip Girl where, what's their name? I think they like pour Nair on like somebody's head. I prescribe that episode of Gossip Girl.
Totally. Yeah.
I think if you think it's his idea, okay, so what I would do, this is what, I feel like we're talking about Peyton so much. This is what Peyton does. When she, for example, she's going to Milan in a few weeks. So she picked up her phone yesterday and said, Milan, because she wanted people on her Raya to show up as Milan.
Wow. And it did.
And it always works.
I love FBI, man.
You have to take your boyfriend's phone and say, like, shaving risks or shaving benefits, shaving benefits, shaving benefits, shaving benefits, shaving benefits, mustache ugly, mullet ugly, mullet ugly. And like,
am I also the only one that kind of like loves a mullet?
I love a mullet.
I think a mullet's really hot.
I used to have a
not a fuck ass mullet.
Yeah. But like a little bit of a mullet.
Yeah, like a whisper of a mullet.
A whisper of a mullet. And I love a mustache. My best friend Will
too.
had a mustache for the past few weeks. And every time we picked up the phone, I would always say, you look amazing.
Sometimes it depends on the person.
Right.
It definitely is like an acquired.
It is an acquired taste.
Yes, but
also like maybe she doesn't like kissing him with the mustache because it tickles.
A little tickle.
I don't love that.
Yeah, that could be a sensory issue, which I understand. There's nothing wrong with sensory issues.
But I would prescribe same. Speaking into a phone and getting him to,
Right. Speaking to the phone, maybe like kind of just like affirmations, like before you go to sleep and when you wake up.
Or
how to get my boyfriend to shave.
I've an idea. This is so toxic.
What?
You need to start like subtly making comments about celebrity guys that are hot, and all of them are shaved.
That's a good idea.
So then he's like,
Yeah, the power of suggestion is very real.
it's like, this guy's so hot, and then he'll start to put together that they're all
You
shaved.
could like be like, oh my God, Phil Collins is so hot.
Yeah, Phil Collins is the hottest. What song does he have? I'm on my way.
Oh yeah, wait, is it or is that Brother Bear?
Brother Bear. Damn.
Yeah, deep cut.
Talk about a deep cut.
Yeah.
My boyfriend never stands up for me. We've
So full stop. Bitch.
Have you ever been in a situation like that before?
Yes.
And what happens?
Piss me off. They're pissed.
Yeah.
Guess what happened?
Broke up.
Yeah. Like, that makes me mad.
She says, my boyfriend never stands up for me. We've spoken about it before, and he's just scared about people's opinions on him a lot. He says he's all in with me, and I love him to death. But when his friends literally give me shit for no reason, and he sits there, it hurts like a bitch. Angry puss.
Very angry puss.
So just break up. Because like if he's not ready to stand up for you, he's not ready for a relationship.
He's not going to stand up for you. He's not going to sit down for you.
Yeah.
I love sitting.
And we love sitting.
But I don't like that, because if he doesn't, that just means, let's be so honest, he doesn't value you enough to stand up for you.
He values his own like self-image above you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, he cares about his own ego more than he cares about your feelings. And that's only going to get worse.
It's never going to get better.
It's not going to get better. I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
So break up.
Break up.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to get more into movies and music to become an intellect like you, Jake, because I had this like whole thing where I was an intellect.
Love.
But IDK, where to start? What is essential viewing and listening to start becoming a more intellectual? So I actually always have this answer. Watch, this is what I've been trying to do, all the nominees for Best Picture for the Academy Awards this year. That way, it's just like, it's almost like a clean slate.
Totally.
It's all topical. You can talk about it with anyone and they will think you're smart.
Yeah. I forgot the question.
That's the answer, so no worries.
Let's see.
Also, like, get into, like, Phoebe Bridgers, like, you know, like, Lucy Dacus, like, singer-songwriter types, like, folk music. Like, that's intellectual.
And also, you know what I love is Reddit. Like, go... No, you don't love Reddit.
Reddit's, like, banned in my house.
I'm so sorry.
Wait, why do you love Reddit?
Well, because if you have a question like, hey, like, I would love to, like, what are like, what's your opinion on great artists or great, like, movies?
Okay.
You know, like, you know, kind of like that.
Right.
I think it's because then it's kind of like a thread, and you can kind of see why people love what in different tastes.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. No, yes. Reddit is good in that sense. It can also just be so gossipy.
I mean, Reddit's so toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But if you're looking for quick answers, sometimes I do that.
No,
but
I look up like best Housewives of the New York seasons ranked best to worst,
100%.
and it'll give me lists with reasons.
Yes.
I took the guy I'm hooking up with to my sorority formal, and this girl who he used to talk to came up to him and dumped a drink on his head. I'm feeling really awkward. Like, do I ask why, or is this a sign to run?
Ask her why.
Yes.
Ask her why.
Don't ask him why, he'll lie.
He will. Absolutely. He's going to lie. He's going to make up some bullshit.
Yeah. Has that ever happened to any of you guys?
No, I've actually never seen like a drink dumped on someone in person.
I have.
What?
My friend Alex, we were in Florida.
Wait, is this Alex Earl?
Yes.
And I think I know of the lore.
Yes. So we were out at,
no.
Was it a Margaritaville? No, where were we?
That's so
It was a
iconic.
Fat Tuesdays. We were at a Fat Tuesdays.
Ruby Tuesdays?
No, a Fat Tuesdays. I have never been to Fat Tuesdays before in my life.
I've never heard of it.
Like little slushy machines full of alcohol. It's awesome.
Incredible.
And so Alex had a giant slushy full of alcohol.
Delicious. What
And
flavor?
I forget, but mine was blue raspberry.
Yum.
And this guy came up to us and started like basically like trash talking her boyfriends in sports terms. And she said, okay. And flicked open her slushy, and dumped it on his head. So that's the one time I've seen that happen. And it was electric. Wow. It was awesome. I was like, damn, that was cool.
That is such a cinematic moment.
It really set up our night for success.
What song was playing? Do you remember?
No, I just remember being
Shit.
like, everyone was like, I think Alex just dumped a drink on him. And I was like, I think she did too.
I think like...
And then she was like, yeah. And then we went to the next bar.
You know the instrumental of Von Dutch that people are like using as a sound on TikTok?
No.
Like, I wish I had it.
Oh, yeah. Damn, I like this sound. Will you send that to me, Louise?
Yeah. That's what I imagine when I think about someone pouring a slushie. Like,
On.
some shit's about to go down, and then it turns into, like, a Project X night.
Yeah. Have you ever had a Project X night?
God, not in a very long time, but...
You should throw a house
And
party.
I'm planning on having many Project X nights.
Wait, I'm here. I'm sat.
Please
and
come.
I'm going to show up.
I literally, like...
Wait, please?
Yes.
Okay,
No,
cool.
it's happening. You remember those little things with the 4 wheels that you sat on in gym when you scoot around on the floor?
Yes.
I have a bunch of those.
Wait, please.
So we could just get, like, a little drunky and then scoot around on the floor.
Yes. Please have a house party.
Okay, fine. I will.
Please. This weekend.
Okay. Yes.
Low key, I think I'm starting to like my friend. I might be crazy, but I keep looking at a friend I didn't find attractive before and thinking, hear me out. But I know we would never do anything, and we both crush on the same people, so I hardly think he would ever like me back. Help.
This is a really good one for me because I feel like I'm the queen of Hear Me Out.
Okay. I think we should prescribe the song Can Friends Kiss by Camila Cabello.
I haven't listened to that one.
Oh, it's amazing.
Love.
It's amazing.
We have to prescribe that.
That's just like the perfect song for
Can
it.
Friends Kiss Our Ex?
By Camila Cabello. So I was with my boyfriend, and he told me that he has booked a lad's holiday. I'm British. And he goes away on my birthday. Am I valid for being so upset, or do I need to just get over it? Please help. You are so valid, it's not even funny.
Oh, really?
Her boyfriend booked a holiday on her birthday?
Oh, on the birth. I didn't hear that part.
Yes, on the birthday.
Oh yeah, on your birthday. Yeah, it's kind of giving when Sandoval booked or went to Vegas with all the boys just to like a construction zone so they could drive tractors in a big dirt pit.
They did that?
Yes, after Ariana's birthday.
Like, that's fucked up.
Like, or maybe on her birthday, but it's fucked up. It's fucked up. He's not. I don't like that. No, ma'am.
Also, like, is he so insecure in his relationship with his guy friends that he's too embarrassed to be like, it's my girlfriend's birthday?
Yeah, I also feel like that's a very normal thing. Like, if my boyfriend's birthday was also scheduled on a boys' trip or a girls' trip, sorry, I would be like, hey guys, can we reschedule? Can we push? Can they
I have prior commitments.
Or I just can't go.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's fine.
I would prescribe a very intense conversation or a breakup.
Yeah, very
Sorry.
intense conversation.
We
Respect is needed.
Respect is needed. I prescribe Respect by Aretha Franklin.
Thank you.
We have this girl who's been our friend for too long, and it's our sophomore year in college, and we need to drop her because it's exhausting and draining our social batteries. Never drop someone.
Oh, fuck.
How do we go about this since our formal is coming up and it's creating more problems? I would say dropping someone is like so diabolical. Dropping someone as a group is not mean girl energy.
As a group is really diabolical.
It's
as an
mean.
individual,
Yes,
it's very
different.
are probably very, very good reasons. But as a group, like,
It's herd mentality. It's not it.
It's also like, it's one thing if it happens because everybody, like, it's just,
Right?
but as a group, because like you need to have a conversation.
You need to have a conversation, and it can't be like we feel this way. It's about you. I feel this way.
Right.
It's not we, because if it's we, it's
But then
like
you're
you're ganging up.
She's gonna get defensive.
Right.
That's just an attack.
I prescribe not dropping her as a group and figuring out your shit individually.
And also, I prescribe don't do it before a big event because then you're gonna make her feel like shit.
Oh, it's so mean. I don't miss that.
Yeah,
It's so fucking mean.
It's tough. Group dynamics are very tough.
They're diabolical.
Super diabolical.
Well, that was our last Tell Me What's Wrong.
Damn. I really liked those.
I like those too.
That was fun.
Madeline, what did we learn today?
Everything and nothing.
I learned that I need to read Acotar.
Actor. Yes.
I also learned, yeah, and that you love to sit.
Love to say it.
What did you learn today?
I learned. What did I learn? I learned that I think we probably handle confrontation very, very similarly.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. And we will probably never be mad at each other.
Ever.
Because we're going to sit down and do this.
Every single time. And also I learned that you have drama that you need to tell me about right after we wrap.
Oh, that's so true.
And
I can't wait to tell you.
I'm excited.
Okay, well, that's
it.
we got it.
You want to give a little bye, pussies?
Bye, pussy.
Hi, pussies. Thanks, Madeline.
I love you.
I love you.
He's got you on the hook. He's slaying and he's shook. It's Therapuss.